Good morning, everyone. We are getting ready to pick boulders for project number 6 of 2024, and I'm really excited. We're just going to wait for Boulder Dan to pull up into this artisan pile, and then we're going to start picking out some real cool, beautiful stuff. Thanks for joining us. Keep watching because it's going to be real fun to show you the before and after on this. We've been working with Valley View Landscaping, and those guys are so cool.
I'll take all of it!
We are on project 6 of 2024, and we have ourselves an incredible opportunity in front of us. We get a really cool hillside to build on. We've got a 30-foot long pondless waterfall we're going to be building with an average of 2 feet wide. So I'm excited. Project number 6 gets underway right now. We're going to do some planning, how we're going to make the waterfall. We'll get some before shots for you, and then we'll start doing our thing. All right, so we've got ourselves a sweet plan of action. Looking through our agreement, we made sure that we always like to give ourselves like minimum targets we're trying to target ourselves for. So our agreement was that we wanted to make sure our minimum was 30 foot in length with an average of a 2 foot wide waterfall with 5 drops. I'm really excited because we are able to push it to about 36 feet in length, keeping that 2 foot wide average. That's very important. And we're able to have 6 different drops, and they're going to be really cool and dramatic. So we're going to kind of walk through the waterfall and some of the goals and what's happening, but we're going to start with the basin here. So our basin is going to have to get dug into this hillside. We've got our 0 point over by the retaining wall over there. It is about 5 feet long by 5.5 feet wide. So we'll dig that in. Once that's dug in, we'll kind of show you the next steps. But before we can dig this basin, we have to do something kind of thinking ahead, because we're going to be cutting off access as we kind of make our way up this hillside. So I want to get a few boulders that are outcroppings in here to help retain the soil. So we'll get those in before we start digging our basin so that we can put some of that dirt against this. And that's going to help it so that that basin can keep at a spot where we want it to be. I want this waterfall disappearing just under the deck. So when you're looking at it from the deck, it looks like it's dropping down a ways. So we have the pleasure of getting to dig into the hill, and then we get some really dramatic waterfalls making our way up there. Now you can see the angles at which I'm trying to target our waterfalls coming in with these 3 little dashes. So I'd love to see that coming in towards the patio where you're sitting on the deck where they've already got seating, and towards the main windows. Now this one, we're gonna cut in. This is at 10 feet, another 5 feet back. And I'd like this to have that angle going here so you can still catch it that way, but it kind of gives you a reason to walk around. So as you're approaching up those steps, you really get some intrigue and you want to walk up this path and see what else there is to see. So from the 10-foot mark, we're going to go to 18 feet back, 8 feet off of this guy. And we're going to have that waterfall coming right towards the house. But what's cool about this one, and I'm really excited about, is we've had a stone bridge saved for us for about 2 months that's ready for us here. So we're going to be digging into this hillside where this ground level is so that we can set this boulder right at the ground level, and the water is going to come right underneath this bridge. So that's pretty sweet. I'm really excited by that, because wait till you see that bridgestone. It is beautiful.
We have rain in the forecast. So right now we're prepping for rain in case it does rain. We've got our tarps on the hillside. First thing we're going to be doing is working on the rest of the basin that's really close to being ready to be put together. And then we'll start with our boulders as soon as we can. Right now, Justin's helping us out by putting a drain pump in there. So we're going to have all this water get caught in that basin, and then we'll be able to plug that in right away in the morning. And very easy to just drain off all that rainwater. And chance favors the prepared mind, right? Hopefully we'll get lucky and by chance we don't even get rain. That would be cool. All right, we'll be back tomorrow for day 2, and we'll really have some fun starting to move some boulders around and starting to get creative.
It's going wonderfully. We've made more progress. I mean, we kind of started out with a rain day here, but we were able to salvage it, get in there, and we've gotten more waterfall, a couple more waterfalls built, and we're getting ready to get the section where we're going to put the bridge in, the stone bridge. So I'm loving it. I think it's great.
All right, so you're joining us in the middle of our second day here. We got our basin in, so we've got all the gravel in there in our basin, and now we're starting to place some boulders. We're kind of talking about each different section of the water feature and how we want it to look. Adam took that, ran with it, and said, all right, cool, let me start designing these first waterfalls. So Adam has picked the rocks from the front pile of already pre-approved boulders that I had picked out. And now he's going to go ahead and start designing our waterfall and our build up to that waterfall. What happens when you place your boulders and things are looking really good, but you're not really happy with where that liner lines up? What's cool about what we do is we put some straps on the boulders, we move the boulders out, and we get that liner right where we want. That's what's so fun about being able to play with this liner. It's not preformed, it's flexible, and it's something we can move around. The guys now have got that liner adjusted. We gave ourselves enough on that far side and got the waterfall put back together. It's looking really cool. We're gonna have it look like it's just coming through a cliffside here. Now Adam's picking out our next boulders, and so we'll keep moving our way back.
Here we are. It's Aiden, Jake, and me working on this today. We're going to keep going, keep moving forward as much as we can, so that we don't lose any momentum, and when the guys come back we can button this thing up and keep moving on and build something else for somebody else, make them happy. We have gotten ourselves all the way up to right about where we want to put our big bridge in, and where we're going to put our bridge in is right over here. It's going to come right in this area here, so you can stand on that bridge, look over, see these waterfalls, see it going down, see where it's coming from. You've got some access from this side over to this side, so you can come down and have a nice gradual walk down to the lower yard. All right, this is a big challenge for us. Without Nick and Justin here, you know, we have to make all the decisions, and we have to keep in mind all the little bits and pieces that they're always teaching us. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but we're going to tackle it like the professionals that we are. All right, thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, hit the bell button, and we'll talk to you soon. Well, we got the bridge in place. This is very exciting. We had to start off the morning placing a couple of outcroppings just to kind of break that line that we have when we're building our, we don't want everything to be that ring of pearls. We want it to spread out, look like that the glaciers have come through and left rocks all throughout the landscape. So we laid in those outcroppings, placed this one boulder here, act as a secondary wall for our waterfall here. And then we came in, dug out the area underneath the bridge, made sure it was all clear of rocks, laid a couple of base rocks, a couple of basically 2 1-foot or 6-inch tall rocks that we put the rock on so that it has something hard that it's sitting on to help brace it into the soil so it's not just sitting on soil and possibly sinking in. We were able to get this over here with the E20, no problem. I mean, we did it slow, took a slow wind even, but I really love how this went in. This is over 7 feet long here. It's incredible. I'm really hoping and really excited that tomorrow we're gonna polish off the last waterfall. Then we're gonna get the diffuser in and get that all set up so that when the guys come back from Pondemonium, happy, glorious in their winnings, they're gonna see a mostly done pondless waterfall. All we have to do is the detail work, turn it on, and amaze ourselves. Stay tuned and find out what happens. We've been working our way towards getting this finished off here. We started off with the day with actually pulling out a couple of rocks that we had in here and replacing them. We wanted to get this a little bit more secure. Then we moved back up to our final waterfall that comes out right after the spillway here. I'd say it was a great day. I wanted to get a little bit more done, but as they say, the best laid plans of mice and men often involve cheese. We got done what we got done. I'm happy with it. I wish we would have gotten more, but that's not the way it is. What we got is a great start to tomorrow. Gonna have the boys back tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited to hear what they think about what we have done in their absence. I'm hoping they're gonna love it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. The fact that you're watching, that's really what's special to us. All right, thank you very much.
I'm really excited.
I think you're gonna like it. I think Aiden and Adam did a great job.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right, one thing we like to do if we're on a job site and our customer's got some property with some moss, logs, natural elements, we like to take a look and see what we can find, and maybe we can work that into the feature. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back here and see if we can find any cool natural elements to try to really make this thing go over the top. Guys, follow me. Hey.
Adam contacted us in March and he said, you know what, guys, I've been watching your channel for the last 5 years. I'd like to join your team. Since March, he's been slowly trying to, like, you know, give me a chance, like kind of edge me aside. And it's been awesome because it's been the way that we want it done as a team. And as we're looking at this, we're not trying to have one person in charge. We're trying to have a team that holds each other accountable to the project and to our art, because we're artists. And today, Wednesday morning here, I was able to come and see what these guys had done. And I get a little choked up thinking about it. The business was always started to make people's lives better, to help them set themselves free. And it's happening, and it's taken a long time, but to see it happen is really so fun. And to see a good person like Adam find a spot that he feels so good and free to be creative was really fun. Man, I was so excited to see what they have created. Yeah, I'm getting a little choked up because it is our designs. It is our brand. They carried it through without us being here, paying attention to the slopes of the rocks, the scaling of the boulders, the waterfalls, which rocks to use as boulder waterfalls, how to angle them the right way, how to make quick dramatic drops that are going to look like they're huge drops. I mean, the angles are going towards the home. Like everything that I talked about happened. If this is the first thing that he's been in charge of, he's built 3 waterfalls on this section of a pond. If this is his first one, what is his 20th one gonna look like? You're gonna wanna stick around and find out. What's his 50th one gonna look like? What number are you gonna be in line for you to give Adam a chance to show you what he can do? That's the real question. And one of the other really fun things that we get to come back from Pondemonium with is 2 awards. We won the Certified Aquascape Contractor of the Year for the Midwest region. And the way these awards that we won were decided was by our peers. It was that they have seen what we're doing and they believe in us, and they believe that we are representing the brand and trying to help everybody become better. And that really means a lot to me. So everyone who voted for us, thank you. Thank you so much, because we really do love what we get to do for a living, and we really do love you guys and getting to know you more. And that led to us winning the Midwest Region Artist of the Year. So yeah, things are exciting. You are watching an award-winning business do their thing and only getting better, and we want to keep pushing forward. Love my job. This is so fun. I'm gonna dig out a gorge and I'm gonna make something feel like a cliffside on this side of the hill. So as you're looking up, we're matching that look here. I'm gonna have these guys kind of buried as outcroppings. Boop, 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 boop. That's what I'm doing. We are on project number 6 and we're about to bring it to life. I'm very excited for this moment. Aiden's gotten a chance to bring a couple to life before. The team did such a good job on this water feature without us being here. I'm very excited to see what this turns into. When we left to go to Pondemonium, we had finished this section, but from the bridge on, it was all the brainchild of our team, where we had asked Adam to be the lead designer on it and Aiden to be our lead safety coordinator and logistics organizer. Man, when we came back, it was so fun to see them smiling and having had fun. They didn't send us any pictures, and we were driving home with a friend of ours from Ghana, and he said every day they send me about 400, 500 pictures, because we take about 1,000 to 1,200, or we take somewhere between 1,000 to 5,000 pictures of our projects. And so I can always review them and look at them and all that. And I was like, oh my gosh, our guys haven't sent us a single picture. And I was like, my personal feeling is that they're very excited to show off what they've done. They don't want to spoil the surprise. And sure enough, that was the exact reason why we didn't get any pictures. So with that being said, Mr. Adam is going to bring his design to life here for the very first time. You ready? We're gonna plug it in. I like it a lot. Wow. Crazy. Good timing, Colby. All right, we're looking at Adam, Aiden, and Jake's waterfall. They built there, coming under the bridge. We got some driftwood in, but we will be back on Monday to finish this guy up. We knew that we were going to have a walking path through the backyard, and we wanted to have a bridge over this, and we knew we'd come up with something cool, but the special rock that Mark picked out for us down at Rock Hard, Burnsville, for that bridge really set the tone on this whole build. It's nice and accessible. The ground level brings you right to it. It's nice and inviting, and it's fun to walk over. You want to walk over it because there's this really awesome waterfall that Aiden and Adam built together while we were gone, and Jake probably is the first week, so he definitely got in there and used his muscle to help us a lot. But Adam was our lead designer here, We told them what we were after, and I couldn't be more thrilled with what you've created here, Adam. I think you've made a really nice natural waterfall. It's very intriguing. How do you feel? Like, what are you excited about? What's the like? What was get into your head a little bit here? How did you do it?
One of my favorites is this rock or set of rocks right here, which actually was one rock at the yard. I just wanted to make sure that we kept it all together. It looks like a rock fell in the wild, broke, and now it is part of the stream. I just love it. You've got lots of these little side falls, little places where water just kind of pokes through. That's really exciting for me too.
Yeah. I think those, one of the things we learned at Pondemonium is just the power of those little intimate waterfalls, that it can really pull you up and make you want to really look at it. Another thing I love about this feature is our client had these really cool, I don't know, eggs. They're almost like eggs. They're super smooth, and they're from India, and they're layered in this really cool patterning, and we were able to put them in the water where they're going to get splashed on, and the water curves around them. Another thing, man, the guys did such a good job of softening it right away too. Our client here has a green thumb, and he's so excited to get out here and start planting. And with the garden gnome here, we're now teaching our clients something we failed to teach them over the last few years, is how to plant these and get the plants really nice and intimate to the water feature. A lot of our water features, there's about a 3-foot perimeter around everything. The feature turned out so good. Like when you're sitting on the deck and you're looking out at it, there's a bunch of intrigue that makes you want to step up to the railing and even look at it a little bit more. That's one of the things that's so hard as artists, is like, how do we make sure that, one, we hide some views to make it so you want to come up and walk at it, but then we maximize the views as well as where you're going to be looking at it from. So we've got some awesome views going right towards the kitchen sink, right towards the sliding glass patio, where you're going to be sitting and enjoying meals, where you're going to just be relaxing. There's all different intrigue, so not every single view is the same, and not every single view has a perfect view of the waterfall. That's on purpose. That's to make you want to get up and interact. Come to the railing, sit there with your drink, and just ponder. Because when you're closer to the water feature, it's pulling you closer into this fantasy world. We've got some beautiful stones in the perfect places. The water motion we got through this, I'm so in love with it. I think we have really stepped up our game as a team, and we're really producing even more and more natural feeling water feature. So we want to hear from you. What do you think? Drop us a comment. Did we get to achieve that glacier waterfall effect? Because remember, that's what we're so grateful for in Minnesota. Look at these beautiful stones. These were unearthed. So if you're looking for a real natural feeling water feature, if you want to be transported when you open up your sliding glass door to your own fantasy world, we feel like we're the right people to call. 952-454-3101. Project number 6 is complete. Check this out. We are Pond King Water Gardens, where we create living works of art 1 yard at a time. That's a 1,000-pound bridge right there. Well, with you on it, it's 1,100 pounds. Oh! Look at that rainbow!
Oh, that feels good.
Oh, the rainbow goes to Nomi. It is!
Homie, I can barely see you when you're standing sideways. There he is.
Well, that's sweet.
It's not even 10 a.m. in the morning.